Blizzard is changing WoW Classic to Burning Crusade. This is not good. Illidan's crying. Oh no.
New content in the Burning Crusade Classic? We gotta talk about it. This is a big deal.
Oh my
I just want to say something to start this video off with, and that is this.
What?
Who exactly are the Classic servers for? Think about it. What is the target audience for these earlier versions of World of Warcraft that we can now play?
Is it better now?
Think about that for a second. Pause the video. Leave a comment letting me know what you think, and then let us continue.
Okay.
So for me, I believe that the audience for Classic...
Malding boomers that can't play retail WoW because it's too fast-paced. And there are PvPers who've gotten a big ego from getting rank 14, and they don't realize how much better the arena players are really than they are. There is nothing better for me, and it's going to be nothing better than seeing a rank 14 warrior or any rank 14 player from Classic WoW step into TBC and be stuck at 1400 rating and having to fucking remake their arena team every week in shame because they keep having a negative win-loss ratio. It is going to be fucking hilarious.
Classic and Classic Burning Crusade is the following three groups of people.
Okay.
The first is people who are nostalgic for the past.
Big true.
And they want to relive those glory days of World of Warcraft.
Yeah.
They're older people who played back in the day. They
come on. Like, it's not like that. What the fuck is this?
They want to relive some joys from their childhood.
Yeah.
Or maybe they genuinely believe that this older version of the game is just better.
It was
and
a
they
fun part
prefer
of the
to play
game.
it
It was.
over the modern version.
Yeah.
To each their own. It's fine. The second group of people
Makes sense.
are individuals that have recently started playing World of Warcraft, maybe in the past few expansions, and they're curious about this older version of the game that they never got to play. They want to experience it as it was, its faults, its failings,
back in
its
the
pros,
day.
its cons, and they want to see how far has WoW progressed as a game.
I think there's a lot of people like that, actually, who they want to just sit and try it out and see what the game used to be like. I think there's a ton of people who played Classic for the first time last year. And it's going to be the same thing with TBC.
And the third group of people is
bots.
Is people who make these level 3 characters and just complain in Orgrimmar trade chat that old World of Warcraft is terrible and the modern game is so much better.
Yeah. Well, the reason to make the level 3 alt is because they just got passed over for Gressel Dawn of Ruin on their main. And so they hate the game now, and they don't want to say it on their main because everybody will call them out on it, so they have to make an alt for it.
Maybe you guys have different answers, but that is just my opinion.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Now remember what you wrote and what I just said, and then listen to this. Blizzard recently has been making changes to Classic Burning Crusade. And I don't just mean some arbitrary numerical change to some spell so that it's not broken at launch or whatever. I mean they are adding content to Burning Crusade. Like new content that did not exist back in the day. And why are they doing this? Well, that's what we're gonna...
That's right, folks. Longtime owner Mr. Krabs is opening a new restaurant called the Krusty Krab 2.
Overwatch 2.
First of all, congratulations, Mr. Krabs.
Hello. I like money.
What inspired you to build a second Krusty Krab right next door to the original?
Money.
That did not exist back in the day. And why are they doing this? Well, that's what we're going to talk about today. But first, before we get into what exactly Blizzard is doing and what new content they're adding to the Burning Crusade, we need to thank today's sponsor, Conqueror's Blade. Are you ready for an action MMO whose core gameplay revolves around siege battles and all-out...
What the fuck is this? Like, you look at this game, if there were this many people in combat in WoW, it would be lagged out. How the fuck is some random ass game that paid Nixxiom, you know, some money to fucking put it in a video? How are they doing a better job than Blizzard? Look at this. It's AI?
Open warfare, Well, get ready then, because Conqueror's Blade is a free-to-play tactical MMO developed by Booming Games and published by My Games for the PC. Featuring online siege battles, over 80 diverse units, alliances with other players, and seasonal events, this battlefield of an MMO has been taking the internet by storm of late, and if you want to check it out for free, now is your chance to learn more.
I'll be honest, that game actually does look good. Like,
what'd you say?
Yeah, I think the game looks decent.
Wait, what'd you say about it not being as good as Blizzard?
I said that it like, yeah, there were a bunch of people in combat. It was like a battle, and I said that if there were that many people in combat in a Blizzard game, it would lag out.
Yeah, but you said it was better than Blizzard or something like that?
Yeah, the servers are better.
Because recently, Conqueror's Blade has unleashed the tides of Season 7 upon the world, called The Wolves of Ragnarok, a Viking-inspired addition to the game featuring new units, locations, maps, features like the additions of runes and the Asgardian treasures, and a whole lot more. But you gotta act fast, because seasons are limited time events where you're able to complete challenges to earn exclusive content like unique units, cosmetics, and other rewards to use in future seasons.
Cool.
If you're interested, click the link down below in the description and check out Conqueror's Blade and the Wolves of Ragnarok season today.
I wish they had a game like that was like full fucking multiplayer. That'd be badass.
Your very own 7-day free premium account that you will receive upon signing up through the landing page. 30% more hero and unit experience points for the week, some free bronze coins and honor currency to get you started, and even some additional vault keys that you can use to complete weekly quests for additional rewards. So what are you waiting for, weary traveler? Check out Conqueror's Blade and Wolves of Ragnarok today. Chapter 1, Boosties. So let's begin with what most of you are already aware of, and
they're fucking cows. That's what the boosters are. I think that's very accurate. Big fucking fat dead cows. Blizzard's trying to milk them for every last little bit of the fucking money they've got left in them. Isn't that just disgusting? Isn't that just fucking disgusting?
that is the level boost that Blizzard is offering to people who decide to play Burning Crusade. Pretty much, for those that don't know, if you got the cash for it, Blizzard is offering you a one-time boosted character to level 58. That way you can just jump right into the expansion and to, quote, play with your friends. You cannot
yeah, right. They're doing it for money. They're doing it for money. What do you mean? Do you grind it for, you grinded dungeons for after levels? How's this any less degenerate? Because I played the game. People like you are what's enabling this. What do you mean? What do you mean?
What are those?
Jesus. I played the game. Dungeon grinding is a legitimate way of doing grinding. Like, you could level with dungeons. What's the rule? Like, I hate this classic Andy. Oh, you can't level in dungeons. You have to go out and quest. No, you fucking don't.
Boost a Draenei
Game
or
starts
a
at
Blood
level
Elf,
1.
Now, this idea to put level boosting in TBC has been highly debated in comment sections, forums, Reddit pages, and in the game, because it seems to go against exactly what Classic WoW and Burning Crusade is all about. Now, don't take my word for that, though. Listen to Classic WoW's lead production director, Patrick Dawson. Quote, "The level boost is not meant to be a way to avoid leveling. That's..."
Whoa. Ooh, wow. Ooh, okay. All right. So it's not... I agree with him, actually. It's a way for Blizzard to make money. That's what the goal is. Gaslighting? There's no way. Like, you can't... Like, that's... Like, so you... What do you think the level boost is for? Holy shit. Like, who actually believes this?
Part of what Classic is meant to be. All those levels that you earned matter.
Then why do you buy
The
them?
reason that this is important for us is that we also know community matters and playing with your friends matters. So providing people with the opportunity to do this once, so they can't just get as many characters as they want, lets you play the character that you want alongside your friends who maybe have been playing and putting in that time and investment into getting multiple level 60 characters.
Dude, to me, I feel like the whole reason, what a bunch of, are you fucking kidding me? What a bunch of bullshit. I think that the only reason Blizzard is adding it in is so they can charge people more money. Because if it was actually for casual players and people really cared about it, they'd include it for free. But they're not doing that. They're charging money for it. They're doing it for money, and that's the only reason. This is not healthy for the game. It's not helping the game. It's not doing anybody any favors. It's not keeping people with their friends or any other kind of bullshit like that. They're doing it for money. You can't buy it. You can buy it once. You can't buy it multiple times. I can't believe it, man. Like I'm gonna be so disappointed if this actually goes live, and I can't see it not going live.
What do you mean? It's going live. They even made new quests just for it.
Yeah, because players,
It's going in.
People, nobody stick up. Nobody will say anything negative about it. People will
what
play
are
the game.
you talking
They
about?
Will play
You're up here saying
they will play the
dude,
game and they will just complain about it and it won't matter. That's the truth. Am I wrong?
You talk about it. Mad Season talked about it. Everybody's talking about it.
Talking doesn't matter to them.
A lot of high-profile people are talking about it.
Who gives about talking?
The only person Huh?
Who cares about talking? They just want money. They don't care about talking. They just want to care about money.
Well, what are you gonna do about it? You gonna go to Blizzard and say, "Hey, don't do this"? Huh? How are you gonna get Blizzard to not do it? You can't. It doesn't matter how good your criticism is.
Yeah, because it's for money. They don't care about the criticism. They just care about the money. No, McConnell's right. McConnell's 100% right. Fuck.
So, the reason why this has been such a debated topic is because of literally what Patrick just said in the beginning of his statement.
Yeah.
Levels and leveling matter in this older version of the game. It is a time investment. It is a journey, an adventure, and it requires dozens, if not hundreds of hours to complete. From exploring the haunted woods of Tirisfal Glades to getting ganked in Stranglethorn to joining a guild, running dungeons with friends to hitting level 60 for the first time. It is a rite of passage, some old school players would say, that should not just be able to be purchased with real life money. Outland belongs, in their eyes, to the people who conquered the world of Azeroth, and now, for those players who braved Kalimdor and the Eastern Kingdoms, a new world of challenges and adventures await them. Allowing people to just skip all of this as well, that's exactly what Classic WoW isn't. Nothing.
It's the exact mentality that makes retail WoW shit. The game should start at level 1. The game does not start at level 58. Oh, fuck. I mean, I'll be honest. I'm going to use the boost. What are you going to boost, McConnell?
Out of principle, I'm not going to use the boost at all. Fuck that. Anybody that uses the boost is a fucking loser. Fuck you. If you enable this kind of shit. If you buy it, if you use it, fuck you.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I think the only reason McConnell's not going to use a boost is he only plays a fucking paladin anyway. Yeah. I do that with the storm mounts. McConnell, do you have any storm mounts?
I bought every single storm mount up until, I think Legion or WoD. And then I stopped because Blizzard started making the game shittier and shittier.
Yeah, I wonder why. Maybe because you're buying the storm mounts.
At least I stopped. You're gonna use the boost, dumbass.
I'm gonna use it. Yeah, I'm gonna use it. Why would I not use it?
Because you have absolutely no integrity at all.
I don't have any of the storm mounts.
The only reason you do anything is for fucking stream attention and money.
No,
and $20.
I have gotten all of the storm mounts and I've let them rot. Like that Silverian Dreamer is sitting there in my gift basket, and he's gonna sit there until the internet shuts down. He's never going in my bags. I'm never taking him.
In Classic WoW, everything must be earned. That is one of the appeals of this older version of the game to so many millions of players. There are tons of reasons why this could be a terrible idea or good idea, though, even beyond that. I recommend watching Mad Season Show's video on this topic. Trust me, it's worth listening to. It's
a long
worth it
one.
to hear his thoughts on it. Go check it out.
It's a very good video.
What do you guys think, though? Do you support the addition of a level boost? And now that we know that Blizzard is doing this, regardless of what I think, regardless of what you think,
yeah, they're doing doing it no matter what.
This is a genuine question, do you think that people who get this boost are even going to make it to level 70? I mean, they couldn't make it to 60. Do you think they're going to make it to 70?
Yeah, I think so. Like, I think most people, like, definitely it'll create more level 70s. I mean, will it create longer playtime overall? And that's really the question. So, like, let's say you get to level 70 and it takes you a month to get to level 70 and do the content. And then once you realize how long Karazhan takes and you check on the Blizzard store and there's no boost for Karazhan attunement, then you're like, okay, well, fuck this. Now I don't know what to do anymore. So, yeah, I mean, sure. I think it will lower overall game time, but more people will probably get to 70. If I had to guess.
Let me know down in the comments section below.
Month to 70?
Chapter 2. Boosties need help too. When World of Warcraft was first released to the world back in 2004, it received a ton of praise because of how easy it was to pick up, learn, and to play. Get ready for a bit of nostalgia, but just listen to GameSpot back in the day describing the gameplay.
One of the great things about World of Warcraft is that it's highly approachable. It's just very easy to get into, and so easy, in fact, that it doesn't even have any kind of tutorial. It's
true.
That's a 10.
That's a good one, dude.
World of Warcraft, compared to games like EverQuest and Star Wars Galaxies, to name 2, was infinitely less complicated, less grindy, and more action-packed, and people loved it. However, despite it being the most casual of all MMOs at the time, Classic WoW is way more difficult to pick up and to learn than the modern game, since over the course of so many expansions, WoW has been designed to be easier and easier for anybody to pick up and enjoy.
I actually might disagree with this. I think that it's much easier to pick up and play Classic WoW than it is to pick up and play Retail WoW, because Classic WoW teaches you, like, as a brand new player, I think that Classic WoW is easier to pick up because you're not going to get overwhelmed by a level boost. You're not going to have to deal with a bunch of other shit going into the game. And you start at level 1, you have like 2 abilities, and you just play through the game, and it's fed to you in a very approachable manner. I actually think that Retail WoW is really hard for players to get into nowadays. I totally do. I totally think that. Like, what do you guys think? Retail literally has Tutorial Island. It doesn't matter. Elwyn Forest was Tutorial Island. Northshire is Tutorial Island. Just because it's not called that doesn't mean that's not what it is. If you don't boost in Retail, it's easier. I don't know if it's easier if you don't boost in Retail or not. Like, maybe that's the case. It's hard to say. I feel like both of the games are pretty easy to understand, and also Classic WoW doesn't have all the complexities that Retail WoW does with like the transmog tab and like all these other things. I think that Retail WoW for like a brand new player could be like super overwhelming, but Classic WoW gives you and feeds you information in a very approachable way.
Is that for better or for worse?
Yeah.
You decide. We're not talking about that here today. From learning how to tame, train, and what to feed your pet as a hunter, to stance dancing as a warrior, figuring out all these damn talents. Like, I'm not saying Classic WoW is rocket science. No one's saying that.
It's not.
But there is a lot to learn here, and to understand if you've never played this game before, especially if you get yourself a boosted character and you want to jump right in. And,
I agree with that.
You know, you're at level 58. You ain't starting at level 1. You're getting all this stuff thrown at you at once.
Yep.
Now, Blizzard knows this. They're not stupid, and they understand that little Billy, who's never played old school WoW before, if he gets himself a level 58 boosted character, he's going to be more lost and confused than Asmongold in a hair salon. So to combat this confusion, Blizzard has created, that's right, new quests.
That's right. Haha. No, it's true. Like, I do get confused because it's like, I literally go, like, if I ever get my fucking hair, if I ever get my hair done, I ask, I'm like, listen, I'm going bald. You see that? And they're like, yep. And I'm like, do whatever you can do. Do whatever you need to do. Replay it? You want to see that again?
In a hair salon. It boosted character, he's going to be more lost and confused than Asmongold in a hair salon. So to combat this confusion...
Wait, he slapped the hair off my head. Look. God fucking damn it, man. I didn't even notice that. I didn't even notice that.
So to combat this confusion, Blizzard has created,
Yeah.
that's right, new quests for level 58 boosted characters to teach them how to play old school World of Warcraft in less than 10 minutes.
Yeah.
And let me
I'm
just
sure
say,
that's gonna work.
I'm throwing my opinion out here. These quests are kind of ass. I said it. Condensed.
There's no way they're gonna be able to do it. The quests are as good as they can be, but that's just not enough. Yeah, of course they're ass. But the reason why people know how to play their character generally at level 60, if they don't get boosted the whole way through, is that they spent 59 levels doing it. Like, of course you're not going to know how to fucking play after you do 5 quests.
Sing everything you should have learned in, like, those 200 hours or whatever to level 58. Oh my gosh, like, it's... what a nightmare. Like... The quests, they go over some basics, like how to equip a weapon, how to put in a talent point, how to learn a spell from a class trainer, and where the Innkeeper, Guildmaster, and Bank are in either Stormwind or Orgrimmar. But that's it. That's all you're getting as a new player if you've never played this stuff before. Dude, I just want you to imagine for one moment someone who has never played WoW before getting a boost to play with his good friend. Oh, sweet Jesus, that poor soul.
Look. Like, it's just, I'll be right back. I'll be right back.
Hey, how come this guy's wearing, why is he wearing a red hat with the words blue collar written on it, huh? Who are you trying to depict here? Nixxiom? Huh? Gee, I wonder. What an asshole. Fucking dumbass cartoon. What a fucking day.
All right, Blizzard, I see what you're trying to do here. You're adding quests to help these boost babies, but dude, come on.
Yeah.
Like, this is nowhere near enough if you're going down this route. You didn't even explain in the quest text that they need to revisit a class trainer every 2 levels. There's nothing about the auction house, how to change specs, how flight paths work.
It's bold of him to assume that people are actually going to read the quests. Yeah, I don't know if that's even going to happen, man. Wash hands? Why would I wash my hands, man? I got a clean dick. Why would I wash my hands? Doesn't make any sense.
Things are in the world, how to crowd control, different weapon types, weapon skill leveling, how to mark targets.
I have no idea.
Like nothing. Like the list goes on. I was talking about like feeding hunter pets and taming like their skill.
Blizzard can't even do that.
There's not a lot here.
It's not their fault.
All right. People are just going to be really lost, Blizzard.
Yeah.
Now, I could be wrong
100%.
about this, but
100%.
if a new player comes along, wants to play TBC, but doesn't want to level, and he just wants to skip right to the new content, because that's what all the cool kids are doing, he's going to give up so fast. Hell, even if he has played Modern WoW, and he understands...
Can you imagine, like, that some boosted nub hits 59 and he gets into a group for ramparts and he just starts running into the dungeon without paying attention and he just dies immediately. He gets kicked out of the group and then he quits the game because the people in the group call him dog shit. Like, that's exactly, it doesn't matter because they already got the fucking money. Blizzard already got the fucking money, dude. Oh my god. That's true.
Understands the basics like flight paths and all that crap, and he just wants to try this older version of the game. He's still going to be lost as hell when his pet's happiness meter goes into the red, or he can't figure out where to buy runes so that he can use teleport as mage.
Yep,
like, it's
exactly.
Gonna be so fascinating, to say the least.
Exactly.
But whatever. New quest lines are being added to Burning Crusade for boosted characters.
Yep.
Neat. Chapter 3. Are we riding towards greater change?
Yes.
It's been known for a while now,
So do you think, let me ask you guys a question. Do you think that after Blizzard did this thing, that they're just going to be like, oh man, let's just make money once? Fucking sure. Yeah, they're going to keep doing more and more shit. Raid Finder and Wrath. Honestly, at this point, I don't know what's going to happen. Like, yeah, you make money once. Fool me once. Fuck, man.
I'm not going to spend too much time on this topic, but nerds used their powers to discover a secret mount that exists within the Burning Crusade files. This lizard-looking mount.
I made a whole video about this.
Is supposedly people are going to be able to get this thing in Burning Crusade Classic.
Yeah.
Most likely.
Hey, McConnell, what do you think about the new mount they're adding in Burning Crusade?
Dude, it looks fucking sick.
How do you think you're gonna get it?
I don't know. Probably drops from like fucking Ilden, or it could drop from what's that? Who's that guy? Who's the last boss there?
Kill Jaden?
Yeah, it could drop.
That'd be
what
badass.
if it drops from Kill Jaden, dude? Oh my.
Oh, maybe
God.
Lady Vosh, because it looks kind of like, it's in Zangar Marsh.
Oh, true.
That'd be really
even
cool.
better.
Yeah, it could drop from a raid boss. That'd be fucking awesome, man. I can't wait.
They will just get this mount for playing TBC Classic. Maybe you gotta pay for it. We don't know. Regardless, Blizzard is adding a new mount to Burning Crusade Classic TBC, meaning new content yet again being added.
Whoa!
Now, whatever. Now it's a new mount. Like, okay, but the biggest fear that a lot of people have in regards to this mount is what...
It's not a new mount. It's the first new mount. It's the first new mount, not a new mount. Keep that in mind.
If Blizzard is planning on putting a cash shop in these classic realms, classic TBC, classic Wrath of the Lich King. First of all, level boosting, like this whole 58 boost thing, it didn't exist back in the day. Yet it's coming. We can't stop it. Mounts like this didn't exist back in the day.
Nope.
It's coming. We can't stop it. People are speculating that because Classic WoW was a big success for Blizzard, and because Burning Crusade is most likely also going to be a big
milk
success,
Go back to the scene of the cows, Nixxiom. Go back to the cows. Let's look at the cows again, and we'll see what Blizzard's gonna do. Yep. Get your wallets ready. Blizzard's going to exhume as much money as possible out of their old popular games by cheapening them and doing whatever they can to make money off of them. Yeah, please milk me, Daddy Blizzard. I'm so full of money.
Wants to monetize this game as much as possible because things like the in-game store and whatnot, yada yada, it didn't exist back in the day. So, how can they monetize this old version of WoW just as much as the current version of WoW is monetized?
A true challenge.
It's got people thinking. And the thing is, if Blizzard is willing to make these small changes, these little things, here and there is speculation from people like Asmongold, other YouTubers and streamers, that Blizzard is what they're doing is they're trying to ease players in. It's like, this is...
It's because that's what they did. It's what they did with Retail WoW. Like, they eased players into microtransactions, and now they're commonplace because they've done them so much. It's basically like they fuck you once, and then they just keep fucking you, and at a certain point, it's like, why are you surprised? Why are you mad that you're getting fucked again? This has been happening for so long, you should just be used to it. That's basically what it is.
Little changes here that, they don't really matter all that much. Like, what's the big deal?
Yeah.
And then down the road, they're going to start trying to push some bigger changes.
Yep.
And it's all for the community. It's all for, like, whatever. But, ease them in with little changes, then medium changes, and then really big ones. But we could be wrong. Only time will tell. Chapter 4, Conclusions. Blizzard needs to be very careful with what they're doing, because if they have gotten it into their heads that they can just add things consistently to the original game and expansions without fear of consequence, they are teetering on making World of Warcraft's classic version something that is both not appealing to old school players as well as modern World of Warcraft players. To recap, people who prefer the old game,
they left retail because of that. It's because of that. It's the whole reason.
Faults and failings and all, they don't want to see changes made to the game, especially changes to the core principles.
I think that people would have been okay if Blizzard added in some things to TBC, because they already have. They've made some changes with like the Paladin Seal of Blood and a few other things as well. It's not like they haven't made any changes. They've done that already. The truth is that people are okay with some changes, just not these. It's like, of all the changes that you could have You had to go with the worst one. That's what it is. That's the one thing. It's like people are like, oh, you know what? You can change the things. A little small changes are okay. And Blizzard takes that to mean, okay, well, that means we're going to do level boosts and store mounts. Give me a fucking break. Did nobody see this coming? Everybody saw this coming. Like, that's why people have been preemptively mad about it before it even happened.
Made the game so good in the first place in their mind. In the words of, again, Classic's production director, Patrick Dawson, the leveling matters, the adventure matters, it means something to the Classic player base. So Blizzard, what does it mean then when you contradict what you just said and you allow the player base to pay money to skip it? Do you think that people don't see this hypocrisy? Because people see it and they're talking about it.
They don't care.
Blizzard, when you say that you want to recreate the experience of Burning Crusade as much as possible, back in the 2000s, you know, people back then venturing through Outland did not find themselves in dungeon groups with people who didn't even understand what crowd control was or when they're able to put in a talent.
Actually, yes, we did. But they leveled up that bad. They were that bad back then. Yeah, they were really bad back then, though. Keep that in mind.
Point to their talent trees. And if they did encounter these sorts of players, if they encountered someone maybe whose account was boosted through some Chinese or Russian service, it was extremely rare, few and far between. Like I certainly never experienced anybody like this back in the day, but maybe you guys did. Like I don't know. I'm just one opinion among millions. Boosts, new quests, a new mount, maybe new mounts, maybe more will come down the road.
Maybe.
Just be careful, Blizzard. Because those of us who love classic World of Warcraft, this OG game, people like me, millions of others,
absolutely,
we love the game because of what it was all those years ago. We know it wasn't perfect. We know.
Exactly.
But maybe that's what made it perfect and so memorable to so many. What made you, Blizzard Entertainment, the reigning kings in the MMO market even to this day. So just always ask yourselves the question, who are we making this classic experience for?
The shareholders. It's for the shareholders. It's for them to make more money. And if they can make more money about it, then they're going to do it. It's not like, oh man, we really want this to be exactly the way it used to be and everything like that. They just care about the money. Because again, if they cared about this for casual players or whatever, they wanted people to be able to play with their friends, you wouldn't have to pay for the boost. Logically, it makes no sense. If the problem is that, oh, well, you can't play with your friends, and so we're going to add this boost to help you out, then why does it cost money? Like, it doesn't make any sense. Like, I would agree with this. I would be more okay with the boost. I wouldn't say I'd be okay with it, but it would be less transparently fucking just complete. I mean, yeah, because if it was free, I would have a different problem with it if it was free. It's not free. They don't know how much they're going to charge you for it yet. I am assuming it's going to be $40 or $60. I can't imagine it being less than $40. Because the boosts in retail WoW are $60. And so I'm assuming that it's going to be $60 as well.
Overall, I love you, Blizzard. I love you for all the hard work that you do.
Yeah.
Your faults and failings. You're still my favorite gaming company. And I'm looking forward to playing Burning Crusade, playing more Shadowlands on the side, and I hope always for the best for World of Warcraft and its community.
As do I.
And a big thanks, guys, to all of you who made it this far into the video. If you did, say Arthas did nothing wrong in the comment section below. And if you want to help me out, just like...
That's true, though. Arthas did do nothing wrong. Arthas did nothing wrong, period. Wait, check WoW had TBC news. Wait, what, really? Let me see here. Okay. WoW
shit, dude!
Is it a new mount? Oh! Burning Crusade Classic Beta Notes, Attunement, Dungeon, and Raid Tuning. What the fuck is this? It got posted 9 minutes ago. Blizzard has posted the Burning Crusade Beta Notes, which includes answers to common questions of the upcoming expansion. It includes information about the Attunements, Dungeon, and Raid Tuning, TCG, and more. Raid testing in the Burning Crusade Classic Beta is now underway, and we've received many answerable inquiries on every aspect of the game. What follows is an outline of the answers to many common questions about the beta, which we will update as necessary over the coming weeks. attunements will function as they did when originally released. And you will have to do the original quest lines to enter each instance, and purchasing heroic dungeon keys required Revered because they nerfed it. Halfway through TBC, they nerfed it. You had to get honored only, and at the beginning you needed to be revered. And I remember whenever they changed it from honored to revered, and there were a lot of dumbos that were able to do heroics, and it was not a good time.
This is good. This is a good
that's a lot
right here.
That is a lot. For example, Karazhan should initially require attunement, but will no longer require attunement at a later phase. Thereafter, a group should still need a master's key to open the door. This is completely fine. This is exactly the way the game used to be, and I think this is totally okay. Yeah, getting rid of the attunement later on in the expansion, this is exactly what they did originally, and it's totally fucking fine. I'm okay with this 100%. Dungeon keys relaxed to honored in a later phase too. That's totally fine too. Throughout Burning Crusade Classic, we plan to make it so progress on forthcoming raid attunements can be made before the opening of the raid attunement is for. You should be able to start the Black Temple attunement for killing Alar once the eye is open, which will be before Black Temple is open. I think this is a good decision too, because that'll make it to where people aren't getting bottlenecked. Original health and damage values will be used. These, as well as some mechanical changes, will be adjusted in future patches. The original state for raids will persist throughout the phase during which it is current content. With the release of the next phase, adjustments will be made as they were in original Burning Crusade. So that means they're actually doing progressive changes on the raids. That's good. Yeah, that's definitely a good thing. I'm happy about this. Thank fucking God. Yeah, thank you. This is great. And exactly the way that it used to be. I think that them re-releasing and doing it the way that it was originally is pretty much what we would have wanted to see. Exceptions will be considered. We're looking forward to your feedback on adjustments in the testing of future PTRs. Yeah, I'm sure that there will be some exceptions with, like, as I said, like the Lady Vosh mind control. I don't think they should have that in the game. Like, it's a trash mechanic. And if they do have it in the game, just make it to where it can't go on tanks. Like, I don't like the idea of, like, one mechanic just randomly making the raid 10 times harder by RNG. It's just... I don't think that's good game design. It's not good gameplay, and I don't think that should be, what do you call it? That should be repeated. Buffs acquired from creatures and quests across Outland are purged upon entering an instance. Thank fucking God. Thank God. That way there's no weird, like, oh, I'm going to get this really, really OP buff from Netherstorm. I'm going to get summoned in, and I'll be able to do a whole lot of damage. Like, that just sounds like bullshit to me. So yeah, I'm not gonna complain about that. That's definitely a good decision. Ritual of Summoning will not work inside instances or Netherstorm. So you have to get flying. Like that's obviously the point, is that you have to get flying so you can immediately go to Mechanar. Is that the way it was back in Vanilla WoW, or back in original BC? It was like that until 2.1. Okay, so here's how I think about it, is that if it was like that in the original BC, they should do it. But if it wasn't, then they shouldn't. Like, I understand that, like, yeah, it seems like kind of a silly change, or a silly way to do it, but that's the way the game used to be, man. And if that's the way the game used to be, then that's the way it is. I'll be honest. Literally every single thing, I think every single thing that they said here is good. There's not a single thing that they've said that's bad or makes me worried or makes me think, oh shit, this is really bad or anything like that. All of these changes are positive and they are good. I am happy about this, and I think this is overall a very successful and very good idea that they did all of this stuff. What do you guys think about it? It's bad because they didn't remove boosts. Yeah, that's true too.